Hello everybody, welcome to Review a Day, episode number 43 for Wednesday, September the 24th, 2008. Hello everybody, welcome to Review a Day, the daily video blog where I review a movie 7 days a week. My name is Leland Brungart and thank you very much for joining me. The film I'm going to review for you guys today is called Untraceable. This film is directed by Gregory Hoblit, who actually directed the film Fracture with Anthony Hopkins and Ryan Gosling, which is a film I actually quite enjoyed, and I was actually kind of excited when I realized that he was the director of this film because I liked that one so much. This movie stars Diane Lane, Billy Burke, Colin Hanks, and Joseph Cross. This film is about Diane Lane. She plays like an FBI agent, which for me at first was kind of hard to believe, but I went with it anyways. She's an FBI agent and she spends all her time on the computer kind of taking out internet hackers, and I think one of her like partners is Colin Hanks, and he's like busting child porn guys on like websites and stuff like that. And Diane Lane gets this website, and I think it's called killwithme.com or something like that. And it's this website where a guy kills a cat first, and then he kills a guy. I can't remember the first one, but the website is untraceable, so they can't track him. They don't know when he's going to hit next. She ends up teaming up with a detective. The whole film is set in Portland. She teams up with a detective to try to take him down. He gets close. The killer gets closer and closer to her in her real life. Standard thriller stuff. I'm going to start with what I liked about this movie first. First off, it's filmed in Portland. Portland's an interesting city. I've been to Portland. I recognized some of the places they were filming at. The Burnside Bridge, a very famous skate park. Number two, Colin Hanks. I'm a big Colin Hanks fan. I love Orange County. I have loved him on this season of Mad Men. If you haven't been watching Mad Men, you owe it to yourself to watch it. It's fantastic, and Colin Hanks is in a couple episodes, and he's great. And he really, for me, was playing the most interesting character in the film. He was like this guy who was always, his character is like on a bunch of dating websites, and he's always going on a date in different scenes. To me, he was the most interesting character in the film. I was genuinely interested in him. And that's about where my likes for this film end. There was a lot of my pet peeves in this film, and one of my pet peeves is technobabble. When people are just like, oh, Trojan horse backdoor, IP address, untraceable. I'm like, just who cares? It doesn't matter. It doesn't help move the story forward. It just like, it was trying to confuse me to not think that this was a shitty movie. And another thing I really, really hate is there's so many parts in this movie where she's like, zoom in on that screen, and then a guy who's like Indian of all things, which to me was just kind of offensive, comes up to like a keyboard and he starts typing something, and then the camera pans in on him pressing the up arrow. Like, no one controls computers that much with the keyboard. It's like it's mostly done with a mouse, clicking and dragging. Like, it's so annoying to me. This movie pretends to kind of have a message about how bloodthirsty people are online and how we love to watch really violent videos. But at the same time, in this film, we're being forced to watch them torture these characters. We're forced to sit through and watch these scenes, and so it felt very hypocritical to me, and it just doesn't work. And the majority of the torture scenes are laughably bad. A guy is... Well, I should say that anytime more and more people sign on to the site, the faster that person is killed. So this guy's like killed by heat lamps turning on any bubbles, and it's really corny. The killer is revealed very early on in this film, probably within the first 30 minutes or so. It destroys all mystery to the film or suspense, and when you find out why he's doing this, he basically had someone very close to him die, and the death was broadcast all over everything and exploited. And so he gets back at them by exploiting other people's deaths. So to me, which is incredibly hypocritical. Yeah, the score for this film is terrible. It's standard thriller score. It was recycled. It was uninspired. I don't really have much to say about this film because I don't think it merits talking about. This movie is incredibly uninspired, and I really don't recommend it. I give it a 2 out of 5. All this movie did for me was pass the time. If you guys are liking my reviews, make sure and subscribe. If you have any recommendations on any films you'd like to see me review, leave them in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.